The long dark took everything from us. It took our crops, our countries, and for many of us, our lives. We managed to survive underground, burrowed underneath the corpse that is this earth. So many years have passed, we have lost track of time. Yet there are still those who live with us that remember what the surface once was and long for its return. Balking against the mandates of the ordered government and the qui sustenant, there are those that would dare risk their freedom and even their lives to see one last glimpse of what the surface once was. We are the brave. We are the bold. We are the ones that seek the surface. We seek the land of Viridian, the one that was once promised to us.
Zoo, quick question. Are these white things doors or windows?
They're doors.
They're doors? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Who wants to be the rogue?
What's up? We don't have a rogue.
We have a
It's
death
fifth
myth.
ed.
You have the
Everyone's
closest
the
thing
rogue.
to it. You have a criminal, and I can do that.
We have a criminal.
It's not quite what I meant, but okay.
Yeah, I like sending Krusk through doors first. I'm gonna be honest.
Krusk has a bad history with doors, alright?
Well, I mean, they're only my favorite weapon. I don't know what you guys want.
Yeah, it's perfect. Krusk, go through the door.
All right. You know what? I'm not even going to use a lock. I'm just going to force it open. What do I roll for that?
Nothing, because it's a door that's not locked.
It's not locked? Okay, fuck it. And just open
Please
it.
just open it.
I thought it was locked.
Yeah.
I'll go through the door and see what's going on.
We can train him.
We did have a door tutorial recently where it was explained to Krusk how to open a door without ripping it off the hinges. So
If he manages to
in.
open this door, you did it. Holy
I did
crap.
it.
I'm so proud of you.
Do I get a proficiency point for it?
Yes, you get a gold star and a sword point for being a
wow.
normal person.
Oh no. I'm doing it wrong.
These sword points have no value, but on the inside it does.
Gains a point of inspiration.
No. You get a sword point. I said what I said.
That's harsh.
These sword points are not transferable.
I'm trying to breathe. All right.
Okay.
All
You
right.
go into a lobby, and the lobby has two very comfortable seats. Well, comfortable looking seats. A mini library on the opposite wall. You see what looks like a chessboard, and you see what looks like a natural, fire. It's not really a fireplace. It's one of those, light spell type of things.
Like a glowing orb, whatever.
Mhm.
continual
Okay.
flame.
Yeah.
Are we not going to talk about this at all? Is this not?
Do we see that yet?
Yeah, so in the center of the room, there is what appears to be some kind of cercination circle.
So, Embrin touched weird water and now she has black shit running down her arm. I don't trust anything else in this place. Can I roll perception to see if there's anything out of the ordinary?
Okay.
Anybody want to play chess with me?
Busy.
Aw.
Crust just eats the board. Wow.
Nice.
You see a bunch of
Hell
Accurate.
yeah.
you see a bunch of furnishings and books. Well, tomes more accurately.
I'm gonna first try to roll Arcana about this weird circle.
Okay.
Because I want to know what it is. And then if that doesn't work, we're going to camp out for a while I cast the ritual detect magic.
Okay.
And it didn't work because Roll20's dice roller hates everyone.
Everyone.
You look at it and that sure is a cercination circle.
Yep. All right, guys, make yourselves comfortable. We're going to be here for a little while.
All right.
Can I take a chess piece and throw it into the circle?
Sure.
Excellent.
Crap. You couldn't have done a pawn? That was a knight.
Oh, Lord.
What's the difference?
So nice of you to try random experimentation on this massive magical circle while I'm standing right next to it without consulting me first. I appreciate that.
You'll be fine, trust me.
So, as you say that, the knight hits the cercination circle, and there's a blue flash that surrounds Carrick for a moment, and you feel like a vibration surge through your spine, and there's a flash, and you're staring in a distant world. Another place, maybe, as darkness grows around this small patch of land, and you see people running scared, eyes wide, staring at something that you cannot perceive over the horizon.
Fantastic.
And the world is tinted in this weird Viridian color. A moment later, the flash dissipates, and you're back in the room.
I'm gonna, take a ragged breath. Decimith, don't do that again.
What happened?
The circle activated and it gave me some kind of vision. I'd hate to think of what might have happened if I was actually standing on it. And Carrick just, puts a hand on his forehead and, he's, shaking.
Alright. So, I'm grabbing another chess piece. This time the queen.
Okay.
Alright, I'm moving away. If he is literally just gonna ignore what I just said, I'm actually going over to this room.
Man, I'm standing right here.
It's a nice bedroom.
Yeah, there are a lot of books in this place, aren't there?
Mhm.
Yeah, a lot of stuff for Carrick to have to decipher later on. Perfect.
Nope. I'm not the expert anymore. You are, buddy. The ball's in your court. Throw chess pieces at those books until you understand them.
Whoa.
Oh, I'm not going to throw them at the books. I'm going to throw them at the large glowing circle. Krusk, you ready?
Oh, that's why I'm standing here.
Yes, sir. I tossed the queen piece into the circle.
You see a flash, and a ship. A very gaunt man stands at the bow, eyes wide as he stares over the horizon at something that you cannot perceive. And the world tints this strange color of Viridian as the ocean waves crash upon the ship. Flash out.
So that was a ship on an ocean, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Which obviously is not underground and up on the surface.
Mm-hmm.
Which I would vaguely remember. I've just seen visions of the surface world. This thing could be some sort of fortune-telling future circle. Wait, Krusk, did you see anything?
No.
Huh. Interesting.
You know, I'm going to throw a piece in there, and I'm going to see what happens.
Now you're getting it.
What piece?
What is it? The chess piece or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, what type of piece?
Yep, we've thrown a knight and a queen.
I'll throw a rook.
A rook. You see this woman, at least you think it's a woman, carrying a very heavy crossbow. And she fires it into the distance, her mouth opened, not in fear, but in extreme concentration. The arrow whizzes out of view as she fires and strikes something in the distance. There are hills where she is. And flash out.
I don't know any woman like that. Nobody certainly Krusk recalls.
Emran, it's your turn.
Oh.
We're all seeing visions. It's best to compare notes while Carrick is cowering in the other room.
I mean, you do realize what we're messing with. It could be far beyond our comprehension and mortal physical perception, and that we could be getting locked into something that we are not physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, anything prepared for by messing with it. I'm just checking that you guys understand that before I throw a bishop in.
I'm gonna be honest, it's too late for all of that. We've already thrown 3 pieces in. Time for the 4th.
What kind of piece?
Knock, knock, knock.
And I'll be right here just in case.
I mean, did I not find anything of interest in this room while I was checking it out?
Oh, I was just covering the, them throwing things into a giant cercination portal. So, okay. Circle back to Carrick. You see a very nice room. Well furnished. Nice looking bed. Comfortable accoutrements. A similar, ever-burning flame on the corner on the nightstand.
Yep.
See a couple of books.
All right. Can I investigate the room? Seeing as this is connected to the room with the circle, I particularly want to check the books and see if there's a journal or a manual or some kind of explanation on what the fuck that thing is.
Okay. Yeah. Give me an investigation check.
It's okay, because I'm going to roll sub 10 again. Oh, look at that. I broke 10 for the first time today.
You see this really ratty-looking tome buried inside the other, nicer-looking tomes. And you open it, and you scroll through it. It appears to be someone's scribblings.
All right, I'm going to have a seat on the bed and start reading through it.
Mm-hmm.
And I imagine at some point during that, Embryn will knock on the door.
Mm-hmm.
Carrick,
What?
it seems different things happen depending on what piece gets thrown in. I'm being peer pressured, so I'm gonna throw one in now. Just let you want to know.
Yeah, experimental magic and all that. Have fun. Be safe.
Thanks.
The best way to learn is by doing, I always say. That's a lie. I've only ever said that once.
I'm going to teach you to cast Lightning Bolt without teaching you anything else first. We'll see how that goes.
I actually can't wait for some reason.
Carrick, you see Queen dipped in, signs of a man on a boat.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go down to the night and see if it matches up with what I've seen.
Yes, it does.
Interesting. Yeah, I guess I'll just keep reading while they keep fucking around.
Okay. So, Embryn, you gonna dunk the bishop in like you said you were going to?
I sure am.
Okay. You dunk the bishop in. You see a man with a tri-corner hat appears. He is standing at the bow of a ship. Appears to be giving a speech whose words you cannot hear. Other men stare up at him, revering him almost, and flash out.
Well, that was boring. I'm gonna re-investigate the chessboard.
Okay.
I actually want to talk to Carrick about something.
Did we start with a full set of pieces? Like, can I tell only one knight, one bishop, one rook, and one queen are missing?
Well, yeah, you're noticing that. And you notice that there's only one piece for each element of a chessboard.
Oh,
So if there's duplicates, you only have one of them.
So like only one bishop, one knight.
One of each color, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
is there a pawn?
Yeah.
So pawn and king we haven't tried yet.
I thought we tried king.
No, you try queen.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Anyway, since I scuttled by, so I saw a man wearing a tri-corner hat standing on a boat giving a speech to an adulent crowd. But I couldn't hear what the speech was about, and I don't know, something about seeing a bunch of fan base with no context is just like, yay. And then it flashed out.
I saw a woman with a crossbow firing at something, and then my vision was awash with green, and I was back here. I'm curious about this light. Did you see it?
Yeah, you also did. Sorry, I didn't mention that part of it.
Is that what the flash out is?
I want to explore. 'Cause there's still parts of this room that we haven't fully explored yet. We just started immediately messing with. I started immediately messing with the weird spiritual teleportation circle.
Okay.
But I want to see if there's anything else in this room.
I will cut back to Carrick for a second.
Yep.
Carrick, you are looking into the journal more.
Yep.
So, Bishop, strange man pontificating to a crowd, unsure of what he's saying, seems to be speaking in a language I do not understand.
All right. It seems like it's just by piece, though. It's not by color of piece.
Yeah, so far he just puts down the shape of the piece.
I'm going to, since the descriptions on the per piece seem to be short, I'm going to scan my way through them quick, make sure I've read them, but not dwell on them or anything. I want to see what comes after he hits the end of the list.
He gets to king. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. And it's just kind of that for a couple of sentences.
Huh.
That's the only one we didn't use.
That and pawn.
And that's it? That's the end? It's just basically just like a couple pages of this guy talking about what happens when you put the chess piece in there? There's nothing else?
There are some other notes where he's talking about trips to the surface and back, how the strange luminescence of the world above is beautiful.
And there's nothing here that makes any kind of mention of whatever the fuck happened to Embryn, I imagine.
He doesn't go into detail about it. He does make a note, though, that there are things that he swore he saw on the surface, but perhaps they were just tricks of the light.
All right, so I guess at this point, I didn't see anything else of interest on the bookshelf.
Well, that was the thing that jumped out at you.
That was the main thing? Okay.
I mean, there's spell books and other things.
At this point, I am just going to leave them there for now. I will come out into the main room.
Okay.
So I imagine, as I'm coming out, that's probably when Desmith is wandering away.
So as Desmith starts investigating more of the room. He sees it's mostly like it's like a keep, basically. You see more of that Cercination portal. It's very dark here, so like, it's kind of like low light vision for you.
Right.
There's a door here. Not sure where that leads because it's, the wall is opaque here.
All right, I keep going. I am going to go through the door, and I'm just going to simply turn the knob.
Okay, it's more of a push handle, but yeah, you open it.
Thanks, Zoob. I go inside it.
Yeah, so you are looking at astrological stuff. On the floor, you see like what appear to be a bunch of white dots that are charted with some kind of arcane lettering. You see what looks like an astrolabe on the opposite corner at the very end of the room by 3 mirrors and a chair.
Would any of this look familiar to me? Seeing stuff like star charts and stuff like that.
Roll me Arcana.
Arcana. All right. Decimeth's first roll of the night. And what is my Arcana? I bet it's nothing. Nothing. Yep, so just a straight D20.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Plus your intelligence. Wow. No. I don't know. They're just dots.
So, like, do I notice Decimeth going into the room?
I mean, unless he makes an active attempt to hide himself. I mean...
No, I just rolled in.
Okay, I'm going to follow.
Okay. You see everything he sees that I just described.
I'm going to call over Carrick because this astrolabe thing, obviously I'm not going to try to study it. My brain's too small, so maybe he can do it.
Dang, man.
Local genius Carrick, sick of this shit.
I stroll into the room, I guess.
Yeah, you see everything I just described.
Well, I don't want to be left out.
You said
Mhm.
what the astrolabe was on the desk over here?
Yeah,
Is
the
that what you
lower
said?
corner opposite the 3 mirrors and the chair that's on the what would be the northwestern part of this room.
Well, I mean, I've seen star charts and shit, and I'm old enough that I can actually remember seeing the stars. So I imagine I recognize what this stuff is for. So yeah, I'll be like, yeah, we're looking at star charts from the surface. This device was used along with the stars to help you position yourself and figure out where you were and where you were going. Specifically useful at sea, if I recall correctly. I guess I will roll Arcana to see if there's any significance or pattern to the particular star charts that are around, or if they are just general, almost like encyclopedic, like here's all the star charts, you know what I mean? I want to see if there's like a pattern or a reason for them.
It's a set of constellations that you see, like basically just charting around the whole of the cosmos overhead. And as you stare at it, you notice that these writings, they're not in the language that you speak. They're in the arcane language. And you stare a little bit more at it, and you see in the center of it a black dot, a central black dot, a pinprick in the fabric of space.